Today we're going to be talking about a tool called enthusiasm decay. Have you ever been to a talk by somebody? Maybe you belong to some kind of a group that has speakers come in and speak to you. Or maybe you went to some speaker at the city, some large audience. Maybe you went to a workshop or a seminar and you heard somebody, maybe for a long time, maybe for a day or 2-day course. You come back and you're really excited. You got a lot of ideas. Through the course of that course, you said, oh, I got to implement that. I got to use that. And you come back to your place of work and you got these ideas. You're excited. You have a level of enthusiasm. And you immediately want to put that into practice. But your enthusiasm, by the way, was generated at the course, and often, in fact, when you come back, grows because you're excited. So we plot a graph where this axis is time and this axis is enthusiasm. How much enthusiasm you have for the particular idea you just grasped. When you just returned from the course, it was pretty high. And actually, now that you just come back and you're actually in the business, in your office, you are now able to do things, you have a higher degree of enthusiasm. In fact, have you noticed, you go and tell people, you go and tell your colleagues, hey, I just heard about this, and this is a great idea, and we could do this with this idea. And this enthusiasm grows as you communicate to more people. And that enthusiasm, after a while, it peters out. You know, the urgency of the present takes over. You start losing the motivation to do that idea that you learned at the course. And pretty soon, this starts decaying. A few months later, maybe a year later, totally forgot about that course. You don't remember, yeah, that was a good course, wasn't it? What happened to that? I don't know if I did anything with it. What can you do about this enthusiasm decay? Well, here are some thoughts. When you came back from that course, immediately assign yourself a time frame based on how important the course was, how impactful it was, how relevant it was, and your own personality. Based on those characteristics, allow yourself a time frame sometime in the future when you'll give yourself a booster shot. Tell yourself, this many months later, I am going to intentionally give myself a booster shot. And you figure out how the booster shot works. Maybe you go to another course. Maybe you teach that course to your people. Maybe you have a conversation with the person from whom you learned this. Maybe you take all of your notes and rewrite your notes based on your current thinking. Any one of these would give you a booster shot. What does the booster shot do? So if you told yourself, at this point in time I'm going to give a booster shot, as the enthusiasm decayed, whatever it is you did, whether you go to another course, whether you had a conversation with the teacher, whether you taught it to somebody, whether you rewrote the notes, you will find yourself taking another spike. But I'm sorry to say that a little while later, that will decay too. So you have to constantly give yourself a booster shot. Enthusiasm decay is a fact of life. But you can mitigate its effect by being intentional when you wish for that idea to have long-term standing. Ask yourself next time you go to a course, listen to a speaker, what is my intent to mitigate the enthusiasm decay?